central government takes major step, 5 new languages granted classical language status. Pali, Prakrit, Marathi, Assamese and Bengali are the new classical languages. Historic decision on tripartite power trade. Nepal to engage in cross-border energy trade. Trade agreement signed between Nepal, India and Bangladesh. Prime Minister Modi undertakes 2-day visit to Laos, addressed the 21st ASEAN-India Summit during the visit, emphasizing strengthening diplomatic and economic relations. WHO makes historic announcement. India declared trachoma-free country. India becomes the third country in Southeast Asia to achieve this milestone. New study on Antarctica revealed. The study highlights the growth of vegetation in Antarctica, published in Nature Geoscience. Recently, the Union Cabinet has approved giving classical language status to 5 new languages. These languages are Marathi, Pali, Prakrit, Assamese and Bengali. This decision recognizes the cultural and linguistic diversity of the country. It is noteworthy that with this decision of the Cabinet, the number of recognized classical languages has increased from 6 to 11. However, earlier the recognized languages included Tamil, Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam and Odia. The purpose of this decision is to encourage the development and preservation of these languages. Let us tell you that languages that get the status of classical language are a symbol of special respect. Getting this status recognizes the literary, historical and cultural contribution of the respective language. At the same time, getting the status of classical language will promote the literature and culture of these languages. Also, the younger generation will get an opportunity to know and understand them. Through this decision, the government is trying to recognize the diversity of Indian culture and ensure that future generations preserve their languages and cultural heritage. Recently, Nepal, India and Bangladesh signed a cross-border tripartite electricity trade agreement. According to the agreement, Nepal will export its surplus electricity to Bangladesh through India every year from 15th June to 15th November. India will assist Nepal in supplying electricity to Bangladesh. In the first phase, Nepal will export 40 megawatts of hydropower to Bangladesh via Indian territory. Nepal has set the electricity rate at 6.4 cents per unit. As a result, Nepal expects to generate approximately $9.2 million in annual revenue from this export. This agreement presents a new opportunity for Nepal to utilize its surplus hydropower and earn revenue from its exports. It will bring stability to Nepal's economy and promote energy trade. Notably, India will act as a transit country in this trade, which will strengthen its regional energy connectivity and enhance its role in the South Asian energy trade. It is worth mentioning that the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, SAARC, is a regional intergovernmental organization established in 1985 in Dhaka. Currently, its 8 member countries are India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Maldives and Afghanistan. SAARC promotes economic and social development, cultural cooperation and regional peace and security among its member countries. Recently, the United Kingdom has announced to give back the sovereignty of the Chagos archipelago to Mauritius. The decision has been taken under a historic agreement that puts an end to a dispute that has been going on for the last several decades. Britain has handed over sovereignty of the Chagos archipelago to Mauritius, ensuring US military operations in Diego Garcia will continue. Actually, the island of Diego Garcia is currently an important military base. Under the agreement, Britain has been allowed to operate on the island for the first 99 years. which plays a key role in regional and global security. At the same time, Mauritius has now been allowed to implement a resettlement program on the remaining islands except Diego Garcia. Let us inform you that the Chago Islands are located in the Indian Ocean region. The islands are located 500 kilometers south of the Maldives, which was uninhabited until the 18th century. France later made its colony and handed it over to the United Kingdom in 1814. The history of this archipelago begins with the separation of Mauritius by Britain in the 1960s. It was established as the British Indian Ocean Territory in 1965. During this period, about 1,500 Chagosi residents were forcibly displaced to establish a military base for the US. Since Mauritius gained independence in 1968, the issue of the Chagos archipelago has been at the center of political and legal disputes. For information, let us know that India has given a strong support to Mauritius' claim on the Chagos Islands. It voted in favor of the island country at the UN General Assembly in 2019. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi undertook an official 2-day visit to Laos. Notably, he travelled to participate in the 21st ASEAN-India Summit and the 19th East Asia Summit. The purpose of this visit was to strengthen diplomatic and economic ties between India and Southeast Asian nations. It is noteworthy that India and ASEAN relations began in 1992 as a sectoral dialogue partner. In 2002, India was granted the status of a summit-level partner. India's Look East policy was redefined as the Act East policy in 2014, in which ASEAN plays a central role. The strategic, political, and economic ties between India and ASEAN have significantly strengthened over time. The total trade value between the two sides exceeds $100 billion. The India-ASEAN cooperation serves as a key pillar for geopolitical stability in the Indo-Pacific region and is a source of long-term benefits for both sides. Let us inform you that ASEAN, or the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, was established on 8th August 1967 in Bangkok, Thailand. The purpose of its formation was to promote political, economic, and cultural cooperation among Southeast Asian countries, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand were its founding members. Currently, ASEAN has 10 member countries. The headquarters of ASEAN is located in Jakarta, Indonesia. Its primary objectives include promoting regional peace and stability, accelerating economic growth, and strengthening mutual cooperation among member countries. The central government recently approved the National Mission on Edible Oils, Oilseeds. The objective of this mission is to make India self-reliant in cooking oils. It will be implemented over 7 years from 2024-25 to 2030-31 with a financial allocation of Rs 10,103 crore. The mission aims to increase domestic oil production to 69.7 million tons and reduce dependence on imports, which currently meet around 57% of total domestic demand. Under this mission, key crops like rapeseed mustard, soybean, groundnut, sunflower, and sesame will be prioritized. Advanced seeds and new technologies such as genome editing will be used. Additionally, there is a plan to increase the cultivation of oilseeds by utilizing vacant land from rice and potato fields, expanding it to 4 million hectares. Intercropping and crop diversification will also be promoted. Notably, India currently imports palm oil from Indonesia and Malaysia to meet its domestic needs. It also imports soybean oil from Brazil and Argentina and sunflower oil from Russia and Ukraine. Recently, the Nobel Prize for Physiology or Medicine 2024 was awarded. This year, the award was given to Victor Ambros and Gary Rufkun of the US. They have been given this award for the discovery of microRNA and its role in post-transcriptional gene regulation. Let us tell you that microRNA is a biological molecule which does not code for protein but controls the function of other genes. This discovery has brought a new direction in the post-transcriptional regulation of gene expression. This has helped scientists to understand how the activities of genes can be controlled. It is noteworthy that post-transcriptional regulation is the process under which the activity of a gene is controlled after transcription. Through this, the quantity and quality of the end products of gene expression, such as proteins, are controlled. It helps cells to adapt to different conditions, such as stress, growth, and response to external factors. Understand it in such a way that if the cell is under stress, then it can limit the formation of protein by keeping the microRNA of a specific gene stable. In such a situation, it is believed that this can be a subtle and highly effective way of controlling gene expression. For information, let us tell you that ribonucleic acid is a nucleic acid present in all living cells. It was discovered by Swiss scientist Friedrich Mischer. Like DNA, it is made up of nucleotides, but it contains uracil instead of ribose sugar and thymine. Recently, the joint lunar mission of India and Japan, Lupex, Lunar Polar Exploration Mission, has been approved. This will be India's 5th lunar mission planned for launch in 2024-25. The main objective of this mission is to explore the presence of water and ice in the lunar south polar region. Under the mission, ISRO will build the lander while Japan's space agency JAXA will develop the rover. It is noteworthy that India's first lunar mission was Chandrayaan, launched by ISRO in 2008. This mission succeeded in confirming the presence of water on the moon. The second mission, Chandrayaan-2, was launched in 2019 and attempted a landing at the lunar south pole, but the Vikram lander was unable to land successfully. In 2023, Chandrayaan-3 was launched, which successfully achieved a soft landing on the moon's south pole. Notably, the Indian Space Research Organization is India's national space agency established in 1969. Its headquarters is located in Bengaluru, Karnataka. The primary goal of ISRO is the development of space technology and its utilization for the social and economic development of the country. Meanwhile, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency is Japan's national space agency. Its headquarters is in Tokyo. JAXA's main goal is research in science, exploration, and space technology. Through successful missions like Hayabusa and Selene, JAXA has strengthened Japan's position in space exploration. India eliminated trachoma as a public health problem in 2024 as announced by the World Health Organization. With this achievement, India became the third country in the Southeast Asia region to achieve this milestone. The Indian government launched the National Trachoma Control Program in 1963, which was later integrated into the National Blindness Control Program. WHO's SAFE strategy was adopted for the elimination of trachoma. The SAFE strategy stands for surgery, antibiotics, facial cleanliness, and environmental sanitation. Notably, India was declared trachoma-free in 2017, but surveillance continued from 2019 to 2024. After conducting surveys in 200 districts between 2021 and 2024, WHO formally declared India trachoma-free. Notably, trachoma is a bacterial infection caused by Chlamydia trachomatis and primarily affects children. The bacteria infect the inner lining of the eyelids, causing persistent irritation, itching, and swelling. In its early stages, the infection is treatable, but if ignored, it can lead to permanent blindness. The bacteria causing trachoma are mostly found in unsanitary conditions, contaminated water, and crowded living spaces. WHO has clarified trachoma as a neglected tropical disease. It is noteworthy that the World Health Organization was established on 7th April 1948. Its headquarters is located in Geneva, Switzerland. The goal of WHO is to improve global health, prevent diseases, and enhance healthcare services. According to a recent study, the vegetation cover of Antarctica is increasing rapidly. This study has been published in the journal Nature Geoscience. Let us tell you that between the years 1986 and 2021, the vegetation area here has increased from 1 square kilometer to about 12 square kilometers. Usually, vegetation does not grow in this area, but for the last few years, plant species like moss are growing rapidly here. This change is happening due to rising sea temperatures and melting of glaciers. It is noteworthy that Antarctica is the coldest continent on Earth, but in recent decades, the temperature here is rising faster than the global average. Let us tell you that about 98% of this continent is covered with ice, which covers about 60% of the total fresh water of the world. There is no permanent human population in Antarctica. People live only in scientific research stations. The sun shines continuously here for 6 months and the night lasts for 6 months. Penguins, seals, and whales are the main fauna found off the coast of Antarctica. Recently, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurated the DefConnect 4.0 program in Delhi to promote innovation and indigenous technology in the defense sector. This event was organized by IDEX, Innovations for Defense Excellence, which started in 2018. Let us tell you that the aim of IDEX is to encourage startups and MSMEs in the defense sector so that they can develop new technology and ideas. Let us tell you that India currently exports defense products to more than 90 countries and its total exports reached Rs 15,000 crores in 2023-24. The government aims to increase it to Rs 35,000 crores in the next 5 years. It is noteworthy that India's total defense production in the financial year 2022-23 was Rs 1.27 lakh crore, which is an important step towards self-reliant India. It is noteworthy that India wants to achieve complete self-sufficiency in the defense sector by 2047. Programs like DefConnect 4.0 are important to encourage new ideas in this direction and help advance the strategic plans of the defense sector. Through these initiatives, India is striving to make a strong place in the global defense industry. So, that's all for now in this bulletin. After the news, let's take a look at the 5 questions related to the bulletin. Consider the following statements with reference to the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. It is a regional intergovernmental organization. It was established in 1985 in Dhaka. Currently, it has 10 member countries. How many of the above statements is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, none of the above. Consider the following statements with reference to the Chagos archipelago. This group of islands is located in the Indian Ocean region. It is 700 kilometers away from the Maldives. It was established as the British Indian Ocean Territory in 1965. How many of the above statements is or are incorrect? Only 1, only 2, all 3, none. Consider the following statements with reference to the ASEAN. It was established in Bangkok in 1967. Currently, ASEAN has a total of 15 member countries. India is a member of ASEAN. How many of the statements is or are incorrect? Only 1, only 2, all 3, none of the above. Consider the following statements with reference to trachoma. It is an infectious disease. Its primary carrier is the bacterium named Chlamydia trachomatis. It primarily affects the lungs. How many of the above statements is or are incorrect? Only 1, only 2, all 3, none of the above. Consider the following statements with reference to microRNA. These are small, non-coding RNA molecules. It regulates gene expression. It is used in cancer, heart disease, and other genetic research. How many of the above statements is or are correct? Only one, only two, all three, none of the above. India's foreign exchange reserves have crossed the USD 700 billion mark for the first time. This reserve reflects India's economic strength and proves helpful in dealing with global economic crisis. The reason for this increase is the increase in foreign currency assets and gold reserves. This gives the country the ability to cover the cost of imports for 11 months, which is important for economic security. This reserve also helps the RBI to keep the value of the rupee stable and maintain the confidence of foreign investors. Recently, etymologists of Ashoka Trust for Research in Ecology and Environment have discovered a new species of potter wasp in Arunachal Pradesh in the eastern Himalayas. This wasp is recognized due to its special physical structure and different color. The potter wasp makes small nests made of mud in which it lays its eggs. Let us tell you that the length of this species is about 30.2 mm. This new species is different from other species due to its distinctive morphological features and color pattern. It was collected during an expedition using sweep nets. Recently, the Red Panda Programme of Padmaja Naidu Himalayan Zoo in Darjeeling has been included in the finalists of the World Association of Zoos and Aquariums Conservation Award 2024. Let us tell you that this zoo is famous for its red panda conservation efforts, and it has reintroduced 9 red pandas in Singalila National Park between 2022 to 2024. This award will be announced on 7th November at Taronga Zoo in Australia. It is noteworthy that the red panda has been placed in the endangered category by the IUCN because this species is decreasing rapidly. Recently, the navies of India, US, Japan, and Australia have started the 11-day Malabar Naval Exercise in Visakhapatnam. This exercise will be conducted from 8th to 18th October 2024. The aim of this exercise is to enhance security and operational capabilities in the Indo-Pacific region. Let us tell you that this exercise started between India and US in the year 1992 has now become a multilateral event. Japan and Australia first participated in the exercise in 2007, and since 2020, Australia has also joined the exercise. Recently, India unveiled Asia's largest Cherenkov telescope, MACE, in Henle, Ladakh. Its full name is It is the Major Atmospheric Cherenkov Experiment. It is located at an altitude of about 4,300 meters. This telescope has a diameter of 21 meters, weighs 175 tons, and its reflecting surface is spread over 356 square meters. Let us tell you that this observatory is also the world's tallest telescope of its kind. The telescope has been indigenously built by the Bhabha Atomic Research Centre, BARC, in collaboration with Electronics Corporation of India Limited and other Indian industry partners. Recently, the 2024 Nobel Prize in Physics was jointly awarded to John Hopfield and Geoffrey Hinton. Let us tell you that both the scientists have been given this award for their contribution in the field of artificial neural networks. Their work has given new direction and momentum to the field of machine learning and artificial intelligence. It is noteworthy that Geoffrey Hinton is also called the godfather of artificial intelligence. He developed the backpropagation technique. John Hopfield has discovered the Hopfield network, which is helpful in understanding the neural structure of the human brain. President Draupadi Murmu honored the winners of various categories at the 70th National Film Awards ceremony held in New Delhi. Artists and technicians who made outstanding contributions in the field of cinema were awarded at this ceremony. Kannada movie Kantara actor and director Rishabh Shetty, renowned music composer A.R. Rahman, and Bollywood veteran Mithun Chakravarti received special honors. The award is held every year with the aim of recognizing the diversity and quality of Indian cinema and encourages those who contribute to the development of cinema. Recently, scientists have developed a new technique to detect cancer. Ultrasound is used in this technique. In this method, potentially cancerous tissue can be broken into small pieces through high energy waves, which later get mixed in the bloodstream in the form of droplets. These droplets are rich in biological molecules such as RNA, DNA, and proteins, which act as biomarkers of cancer. Currently, the traditional biopsy method is used to detect cancer. Let us tell you that ultrasound is a type of sound wave. Its frequency is higher than the upper limit of human hearing. Usually, it is more than 20,000 Hz.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.